your boy L Boogie, aka 80 Proof. We back again. Carolina Fire Volume 1 here in Charlotte. Today we're sitting down with Kevan Glover. Kevan's the man who founded the QC Awards. Kevan, explain yourself to the world, who you are and what you're doing down here in Charlotte.
Oh man, my name is Kevan Glover, CEO of the Konnected. Do quite a few things. We do the Queen City Awards. This is actually the 9th year we've been doing that. Have the Konnected magazine, 3 years and running. We do artist development, management, things of that nature. Another thing we do is the Konnected tour. But we do anything with entertainment, from marketing. It's the full spectrum of entertainment we do.
Okay, now one thing I want to definitely talk to you about is the QC Awards. Now, I heard about it a few years back when I first lived in Charlotte. I was back in maybe 2010 when I left. Moved out to California and just came back. Been here about a year now. But what inspired you to put the QC Awards together? Like, what prompted you to do that?
Well, one of the big things was, I'm from New York, so when I moved down here, I was amazed at the talent that was here. So we started the open mic scene, and then we thought it has to be something else besides an open mic for these cats to look forward to.
Right.
We didn't have a label or nothing, so we was like, well, we need to do something at the end of the year to reward the artists who are really grinding. So we put together the award show, went hollered at a couple people, and when we did the first year, man, we had like 800 people in the building.
Wow.
And I was just like, it was something that was necessary, was needed, brought the city together. And from here on out, we just been, bringing the area together, just exposing people for what they do great.
Right. Now, we know it's coming up soon, I believe, but you want to give the people a date and a location and a time? And
March 5th at the Carol Hefner Center. It's 610 East 7th Street, right uptown, 2 blocks from Imaginon. Make sure you're in the building. This is our award show. This is not for everybody else. This is our award show to support our city, our unity, and we need to come together.
All right. Now, as far as putting it together, what type of support or who has partnered up with you, helped you sponsor anything? Like, and how can other people help out? And, maybe they might want to sponsor or send funds or whatever to the awards that can actually help you out with the...
We've been trying to get more sponsors, man. One thing I realized over the years, a lot of people don't really believe in this entertainment scene. It's not a very supportive entertainment scene. There's a lot of talent here, but the business structure is kind of thrown off. So you have to have balance as well as far as fans and artists. So we've had some support from the rock and roll category a little more as far as sponsoring Rock University. They always come on board and sponsor the category. Karen and Kevin. My guy Andre Michael always does like the flyers and stuff, and Enoch and them. So we've had stuff from that angle, and then I have people who just they help out as far as event planning and things of that nature to try and help out in their particular way. They may not have necessarily the monies, but more or less their time and energy to help
volunteer
out. Man, because like I say, it's bigger than me, man. Like it's gotta be, so if somebody sees something wrong with it, I want their opinion. From an angle to make something better.
Got you. Now, as far as because somebody like myself, I believe in, what you're doing, the QC Awards, and, awarding the talent, recognizing the people that's here. Now, if somebody did just want to, just sponsor or find information, do you guys have a website that we could check out?
Yeah, we have the QueenCityAwards.com, Queen City Awards, and awards with the S on the end.com. QueenCityAwards at gmail.com if you want, at gmail.com. Yeah, that if you want to get in touch with us from that angle, and email us, man, and just whatever you want to do, we're open to it.
We'll make sure people can actually reach out to you guys and show some support and even sponsor. And if we can help you out with that by finding something, we'll gladly do that too.
I appreciate it.
So but we're doing something of this scale. Okay, the first one, 800 people show up. You're in your what year now?
It's the 9th year.
Okay, so I'm sure that the audience is just growing and growing. And what was some major obstacles that you ran into when you first got this award show started?
With the award show, it's just keeping the legitimacy of it. You have some people who think they have more fans than what they have. I'm a numbers guy. It's more of a People's Choice Awards.
Yeah.
So I had to screenshot some of the stuff and humble some people because they thought, oh man, I should have won. I'm the hottest in the city. Everybody think they're the hottest in the city.
Right,
That's just
right.
what it is.
Right.
But you know, you have to get the fan base to be able to come out and nominate you because we have a blank category. So if it's Hip Hop Artist of the Year male, it's blank, and the people are feeling who they like in that category.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like it's, oh, I deal with Kev, so I'm gonna automatically. It has
Right.
nothing to do with me.
Right.
I remove myself from that situation now. But it's just getting, especially the rappers, to understand.
Right.
You know, this is more about unity. Whether you win or not, come out here because you have all these people in one building actually supporting our entertainment.
And it'd be a hell of a networking event.
Yeah, you know, if nothing else, you
yeah.
come out there and you pass out your flyers and you sing your mixtapes and do your one too.
Now, you mentioned about some artists looking at it like a one-sided type of event or whatever, or the judging is rigged or something like that. Is the negative response, is it outweighing the positive, or is it just in one category?
The hip hop category.
The hip hop, okay.
The hip hop category is always the headache.
That's just the toughest group to deal with.
It's just, you know, it just is what it is. They're accustomed to paying for stuff.
Right.
So, okay, I'm trying to rock. I don't rock like that.
Ah, okay.
You know, where it's like,
okay.
you know, if you're the hottest and I say, okay, well, let's put something together to battle or showcase whatever, let's prove, you don't want to do that.
Right.
I come from the era where if I said I was better than basketball, we had to go play.
Right, right.
Now it's just internet and all that stuff, and it's just a different era.
It's getting a lot harder to gauge the popularity and how sincere some of these artists really are. Because
whenever money becomes, I don't care what it is, whatever money becomes big in it, it dilutes the actual whatever it is, from entertainment, from football, back, you know, whatever it is. Now a person don't even have to be good. But if they got the people to follow them, they the hottest thing on the chart. It ain't about the talent no more.
Yeah.
The radio proved that every day, all day.
That's a fact.
You can't even tell what half these people say.
That's a fact.
And people are, but he be turned though.
Yeah.
Like I ain't actually, could he dance?
Yeah, the production might be good, but
just imagine watching a basketball game with everybody garbage.
Wow.
And they getting paid all this. That's what this music game is now.
What would you do? What would you do to change the hip hop scene as far as Charlotte goes, since that seems to be a difficult category? What would you do to change it?
It's just getting people to work together a little more. Everybody want to be the first one, and I understand that. You know, everybody want to be that first artist out to put it on and all this and that third, but sometimes you're not the first one.
So it seems like Charlotte really has a networking problem. That's what the
networking, or this side of town, that side of town. I went to this high. You know, it's just real
too
petty
much division.
But you have a lot more people coming together now. You know, we do a thing called Meeting of the Minds, and some other people that have done different events. So they understand they need to work together now more. But it's just taking a little longer than what it should.
Explain the Meeting of the Minds event. Explain that to the viewers right now. And
the Meeting of the Minds basically was just trying to get people together so you knew what each other did. You know, you walk past a lot of people in the club and you might just think a person just out there partying.
Right.
But they may have a studio, may produce, may rap, whatever they may do. We
so
want to get everybody together.
Like a networking event.
A networking event. Nice. And then what we were doing was just, okay, you guys do videography. You would join the network and you will offer 20% off of your service to people within the network who actually out here networking with you. So now that's forcing people to do business with you. So if I know I could go within this network right here and whatever it is, I get 20% off because we all trying to help each other out. Everybody ain't hustling. Everybody ain't got a pool of money.
That's all right.
So it's just trying to help and give back and do what we do.
Okay. Now, you doing a whole lot down here. Now, where are you originally from?
Buffalo, New York.
Man, you've been down Charlotte. How long?
It's 16 years, since 2000.
That's a lot for that short of a time. I mean,
I've only been doing the entertainment for 10 years though. It'll be 10 years in June.
Okay. So what prompted you to even get into the entertainment business, period?
My man, he went to Smith, and he's hip hop head, and I remember him going to certain clubs and the open mics, and they weren't really as receptive to hip hop. You know, so I was like, well, you know,
like
we
the
can start.
old, like the boom bap type.
Yeah, we can start our own open mic. You know,
Right.
so I was, you know, seeing his frustration. Then I'm like, yo, met one of the promoters. He was a butthole. I'm like, yo, if this dude can do it, I know I can do it.
Okay. So you started off like going to the promotion side.
Yeah. So, well, first of all, we had my first company was No Question.
Okay.
So we had a security team that we used to supply security to the different clubs before they had their own security. So that's how we kind of bubbled into that.
Okay. Now, as far as Konnected Magazine, now this is interesting to me because I have a journalism background, and you actually got hard copies. It looks good. The work is excellent. The images are great. Explain what prompted the startup of Konnected Magazine.
You know, I got tired of playing for radio and all other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted a sense of marketing where I'm not getting sponsors. So I got to figure out a creative way to be able to still make my event successful and the brand successful. So why not start a magazine that I know is actually going to come out? I can put in there what I want. And then as being a minority, we only own 3% of media. So within that 3%, I can say I'm part of it.
Right.
You know, and I can put in there whatever I want without anybody telling me, hey, you can't have this in there.
Okay. Now, one might want to know, like myself, what does it actually take to even start up a magazine company?
Capital, you know, just
What we talking? What we need to decide? What we talking? 20, 30?
about 25.
Mm-hmm. And that's just for printing purposes.
Print, you know, the print costs.
Yeah, I
You know,
heard that.
especially like, you know, you feel this paper is not.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned it, like, because I know y'all can't touch this, you can't feel this right now, but this is quality right here. That's why I'm impressed, because this, like, I've actually ran into some people, they start up their own magazine or circular, it'll look like, and we're talking newspaper status, but my man got some quality right here. Where can we find these in Charlotte?
Well, we had them at a couple places. We actually just got distribution yesterday, so we'll have it in 500 different locations in the Carolinas for our next issue. So they wanted to see longevity because a lot of people come and go. So this is actually our 13th issue that we'll be releasing at the Queen City Awards. And you know, when I got the call yesterday, it was definitely something good to let me know our hard work is paying off, that people are actually noticing outside the actual.
What about the website for Konnected Magazine?
It's thekonnected.net. So the connected is with the K. So you go to thekonnected, TheKonnected.net, and you'll have all the stuff on there from our tours, you know, to management. Everything will be on there. Our models, we have models too that we deal with.
Okay.
So, you know, anything promotion, we want to definitely be a part of.
You know what? I'll let you spout something off the books too. But getting this pumping, getting that rolling. How long this been around?
It's been almost 3 years now.
Damn, that's a good run.
Yeah, it's been almost 3 years.
I know some that started up and folded. Like, you got taking breaks. And,
you gotta know how to do it. But you know, I don't.
You know the same guy and
I just didn't leave them on the shelf and just hope that somebody wanted to get it. I do the release parties, go hit the different cities with the magazines just to make sure that I put it in your face.
Nice.
With the award show, that shows
I see you got
what's going on.
Queen City Awards all over the cover of Konnected Magazine right here. So the promotion's here. The mind behind the promotion's here. Y'all might want to get connected, all right?
And mind you, we're in 12 states.
And that's crazy. I mean,
so that's when you advertise, you're not just in a local situation.
Okay, I like that. Now, where can people reach out and touch any of your staff, or what if there's talent out there, somebody might be interested in journalism, or?
Yeah, they just go on to Konnected.net and has a contact us page on there, and they just fill out whatever they're contacting us for, and somebody get back with them within 24 to 48 hours.
Now I see you got the shirt going on too. Now, as far as the promotion side with the magazine and the award tours and this stuff like that, are you also involved in any other type of marketing, such as like clothing or anything like that?
We just got some Scullies made. It just kind of ballooned from just where it was just my brand, and people are, you spelling Konnected wrong. Well, my name is Kevan with a K. I wanted something different that, kind of said me, but, we got the chains and everything that people wanted to get. So we're getting more into the apparel because they're asking for it. It wasn't something that we was trying to get into or set out for, but, where it's a demand, we definitely try and supply it.
Got you. Now, as far as starting up the Queen City Awards, you had to have some type of passion, for music in general, and particularly in Charlotte, it's just to start an award show. So my question is, following that, like, what are some artists that you've worked with personally down here in Charlotte?
I've worked with some everybody, man. Boss Pimp's a very talented artist. Akivius is doing good numbers right now. He'll have a surprise at the award show with a big feature on his album.
Okay.
I mean, then you got like your Betty Grimes, you got your S-Dubs, you got your King Carters, you got your Amanda Pollards, your Olivia, you got the country, you got Saddle Brown, the rock, you got Jake Hardevang. I mean, you got a lot of people out here who really do a lot of stuff. It's just that we have to keep getting the different platforms for it. So we're actually going to create a festival. In September as well.
Kind of like a Coachella type deal. Okay.
Because you can't wait a whole year for the award show. It has to be something else besides an open mic or whatever. So we work.
And is the award show? Do you hold it around the same time of the year every year, or?
We actually have a date named after the event.
Okay.
As far as Mayor Fox, when he was out here, gave us every second Saturday in December is Queen City Awards Day. So we have a proclamation for it. Wow. So we're actually going to move it back to that date.
Move.
Yeah, man. It's
from the mayor. Yeah, that's a good look right there.
Yeah, so we.
Now, how do you feel about the music scene in Charlotte overall? Like, what's your overall opinion of what's being done here?
The music scene is good. I mean, once the business gets done, people will see what I see because I'm engulfed in it. But it's talent all throughout here. We need the radio station support a little more. We need the artists to get on their business grind a little more.
Right.
So I can't, you come to the radio station, but all your paperwork not right, they can't play you.
Right.
So you have to understand that as well. So them understanding the business a little more.
Now, have you ever went into, if you're a branched out, because you sound like the man with 13 jobs right now, but have you ever branched off into like management or anything like that? Or try to?
I try not to do management as much, being that a lot of people understand what management actually is.
Have you actually worked as a manager?
Yeah, and you have to understand that you have to have something to manage.
True.
A lot of these people don't have anything to manage.
Yeah,
I tell people you need to manage yourself first so you can see what a person would go through trying to manage you. Because you naturally think people booking you or calling you or you easy to book until you actually do it.
Right.
And don't nobody know you, or you can't bring anybody inside the club, so it doesn't make sense.
Wow. Okay. Now, as far as all the different avenues and all the different lanes that you can go in the entertainment business, okay, because all these are branches of the entertainment business. In your opinion, and for the viewers, what would you think has been the most lucrative endeavor? Because let me just run some things down. Let me recap. All right. Kevin's done security. Okay. Kevin's done promotions. Kevin's done marketing. Kevin's done publishing. Kevin's done management. What else we got going? What else on the resume?
I mean, the consultant, the management, the tours, the showcases.
Oh, I didn't even get to that part.
I would say.
What's been the most lucrative outlet?
I would say when I did regular parties.
Just hosting events?
Just regular parties, because that was more cash in. It wasn't as costly.
Right.
So if I spend all this on the magazine, I got to recoup that.
Exactly.
The award show really doesn't make money because I'm paying out of pocket for everything. So, but it creates an element of support for the city. So I'll take that short loss or whatever it might be, or short gain, just to keep the city going and give them something to look forward to. Because you got people who, if they weren't for that, they wouldn't even go as hard. You know, you got people who, Mr. Glover, what's the date? You know, hey,
Right.
you know.
Right.
And I've met a lot of celebrities who I never would have talked to if I wasn't in this business and doing stuff on a certain level.
Now you know what? My man D Money. He was showing me some stuff on your Facebook, all the celebrities, and like these are just shots, like promo shots with the magazine. Who's some artists and celebrities that you actually work with?
French, Fab, EPMD, DOS Effects, and them.
And these are still plugs that you still actively got.
We did a show. We did a show.
You can book an interview right now.
We did a show. That's why you notice. You know, we have a lot of celebrities in our magazines. Right. You know, because even like with the covers, they sell the magazine as opposed to a local artist.
Exactly.
You know, so artists go, oh man, hey, I want to get on the cover. No, you don't.
Cover?
You know, we get your name on the cover or something,
right.
But you know, we need to move the magazine so people can actually see what's going on within the magazine. But like I said, a lot of different celebrities, man, and they understand more of the business side.
Now, as far as like your writing staff and everything like that, who actually decides what will be lead stories? Like, how big is your staff? You know,
we got what, 9 writers: Marisha, Chandra, Ellis. We just got to do Dame out of Rocky Mountain, Dame with Pounds and Sound.
Okay.
You know, so we got a couple people, but I pretty much decide the overall.
Okay.
What's gonna go on, and they submit different
the
stuff.
layout, the formats for
and
the
I actually got a person overseas who put all my stuff together once I get it over to them, and they do a good job of bringing the vision to life.
All right. Now, one thing that you mentioned that I'm sure a lot of artists might definitely want to get some dibs in is this Konnected tour. Now, explain to me what the Konnected tour is, the function of it, the purpose of it, and what made you birth that idea.
You know, like I said, we started from the open mics to the award show. So that's already city fame that you got. Now you have to get on the road.
Right.
You know, so now what we do is we do an audition. It might be just say $50. You come out the audition, you the hottest person that night, you win an all expense paid tour. When you go on tour, all you gotta do is pay for your food. We have you talk to celebrities, we have you artist development, media training, image consulting. You know, we put everything together and you go on for a week.
When did the Konnected tour start?
This will be the 5th year.
Wow.
This will be the 5th year, and we go.
So 9 years QC awarding, 3 years Konnected magazine, and 5 years into the Konnected tour. You're a busy man, Kevin.
This is all I do for a living.
That's what's up, though. But we need that, though.
Yeah.
We need people like you that can actually bring these artists together and actually get them working together. Because I know the biggest, and I'm hearing this across the board down here in Charlotte. I'm hearing it across the board, and it was always something I wondered about. Like, you got all this talent down here. Why is Charlotte not a music hub? We're that close to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and the talent's here. What's the hold up?
But you got the city really don't want it to be a music hub. I mean, you look at even
what do you mean?
You even look at like a Cam Newton who having fun. You winning for the city.
And then they hating on him.
They hating on him. You got the local paper out here writing about him not being a role model because he had a kid out of wedlock. I'm pretty sure.
But he's the same man. He's the same man taking off his cleats.
Yeah,
to muscular dystrophy kids and
they don't
signing them. But
that you know
that's another wow.
You know, the area has to change, man. You in the Bible Belt where they want you to be a certain way. The city controls so much of everything. You know, back home I can own my own liquor store. I could do a whole bunch of things because it's more of an open market here. You know, everything go through the city. That's why they could build all the time. You know, so that's why we want them to be able to support what we have going on. And with the award show, we give them a positive avenue to be able to say, hey, well, at least if we support this right here, we know it's going to be done a certain way.
Right.
And that's why I have a foundation to the Konnected Foundation where, you know, we do a lot of events with the kids. And my wife, she teaches at Northwest School of the Arts. So we donate a lot to that actual high school because it's the only high school that's of the arts.
It's just the only one here in Charlotte?
Yeah.
Well, where's that located?
On Betty's Ford.
You know what? I rolled past that school. I didn't even know it was like legitimately even open.
Yeah, it's an art school, but you know they need different funding and things that nature.
I had no idea.
Yeah, man, but it's so much talent. Even what they do with their music and the ballet. I mean, it's some amazing talent here. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be doing it.
Now they got all departments too, like visual arts and dance and theater and. Okay, that's cool. I actually graduated from a high school like that in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And ironically, it was smack dab in the worst hood in the world. Like,
you see where I told you.
That's why I was like, that's crazy. Like, they got it right on base for it. And anybody from Pittsburgh, you went to Kappa, you know what I'm talking about. Like, it was right smack dab in the middle of the ghetto, like straight war zone.
And that's how most
it
of
was ridiculous going to school. But now as far as like, you know, the awards show and everything like that, how is the city, besides giving you your own day, that's amazing right there, but what do they do to support you as far as, you know, like?
We try to get more support. One thing that I say, and a lot of people understand, we all affect each other. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. We did a charity bowling event, and prior to that charity bowling event on a Thursday, they had like an altercation at one of the clubs. So I'm one of the few people who really deal with the business side out here as far as the politicians and all that.
Right.
So they had a fight or whatever at the clubs. DJ got his equipment broke, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That Monday, we doing the event. And the lady actually, she was like, hey, this guy I want to talk to you. You want to see who organized this event. So he was like, hey, man, this is a great event. I can't believe how nice this event is, blah, blah, blah. What all do you do? So I'm talking about the award show, the tours. I was like, yeah, I throw showcases from time to time. It was like he was waiting for one negative thing to be able to attack.
Right.
Oh, was that your showcase? You got fight? You know, I'm like, I just told you all this amazing stuff I do. That has nothing to do with me. I don't know who did that event, whatever, but
so
we all grouped
all that out.
We all grouped together, so I get the good and the bad of what's going on out here. And like I said, it's trying to get the city to understand that if it has an urban tone to it, it's not necessarily going to be fights. We've never had any incidents. I've done over 600 events. No incidents.
And with these events, like something this huge, okay, do you have to go through the city just to even hold these events and all that? Like they
gotta just you rent the facility. They try and get more security. They try and get you to do all this extra stuff. You know, the insurance.
Is that the facility that tries to get you?
Facility.
Okay, got you. Okay.
You know, 'cause they know that you got the news cameras and all that stuff coming out. So it's a red carpet event. So we're trying to get the city to buy into it more, but we're trying to also have the open mics and them understand, hey, it's a formula to what y'all doing, so that way you don't have any fighting, shooting, stabbings that could affect when we go to talk to these people. Like, no, well, they look at the award show almost as the same thing as the open mic because it's just entertainment to them. They're not into it, so they group everything together.
Okay. Now, as far as actually, you know, holding the event, throwing and everything, when that goes down, you explained earlier, just to throw these events, it's coming out of your pocket.
Yeah.
So, how do you recoup those expenses back from these award shows?
Ticketing at the door.
Okay.
You know, we have like vendor tables. Like trying to get the people to sponsor. We have some people sponsor some awards. You know, so things of that nature. You know, it's not really a money maker. Like I said, it's something to help grow the brand.
Right.
You know, to keep everything going. Like I said, I've seen the unity come with it doing that. We have rock and roll, country, gospel, hip hop, R&B. So it's not just an urban event. You know, so to be able to bring all those people up under one building, which they said I couldn't do, and we've been doing it.
Now, you know, it's good that you mentioned something. This is pretty important that I want a lot of the viewers to actually, you know, grasp this knowledge, retain, especially if you're an artist or you got your label or a group or something. Kevin mentioned branding. All right, that became my new favorite word this year. And but explain to them, just like how we got the magazine, set up the logo, the shirt. Explain to these guys and, you know, ladies, gentlemen, viewers, whoever, but explain to them how important branding is for yourself as a entity or artist or whatever.
Let me tell you something. I met Diddy. So Diddy was about to buy the Bobcats before Jordan. So I ran into him in the hallway, and I'm all excited to talk to him. I'm almost out of breath trying to tell him what I do. He's like, man, you do a lot. Why I ain't never heard of you?
Right.
And I was like, man, I don't know. He said, you know, Charlotte is a black hole. You know, so he was like,
Wow.
what you do is you got to brand yourself. You got to brand. So he said, man, even if I don't have an artist, I switch my name. I do something because I'm my own brand.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't need anybody. So they don't give me money because I'm my own brand.
Right.
You know, so that stuck in my head when he was like, yo, you got to brand yourself. And that's when I made sure everything was unison. Everything was going on. My thing was on and my title was on everything. And then that's when I created my name and my company.
Right.
So it was Kevan Glover and the Konnected presents this, that, and the third.
Gotcha.
So that I could brand myself as well. So if something was to happen, whatever, you still know who Kevan Glover is.
Kevin Glover, yeah.
Biggie
Awesome.
passed away, you know who Diddy is. Bad Boy ain't the same, you know who Diddy is.
Tyler Perry did the same thing.
Yeah,
Because everything he puts his name on,
yeah.
Oprah supports him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
and that's the thing, like, you know, you gotta get people to buy into you just like an artist. I tell them, like, you gotta get people to buy into you. That's why reality TV is so big. Either you like that person or you hate them.
Right, right.
You gotta, you know, anytime you give a person some type of mood about you, you won. There's a lot of people I don't care about. They never made me mad or good.
Right.
So
they're just insignificant.
But if they made me mad or whatever,
yeah.
Now I have some emotion, I have some care, and I tell people all the time, hate ain't nothing but misguided love. You just don't know how to place it.
Right, right.
Because if you don't care about something, man, don't nobody care about that loser on the bench.
Yeah.
But Jordan, you mentioned Jordan or Kobe or LeBron.
Yeah.
Somebody got an opinion.
Got you.
But that loser on the bench, same amount of ring,
Not
same
even in
amount
a conversation.
Hey.
Exactly. Okay. That's all right there. Now, as far as the party hosting and promotions, things like that, like, I knew some dudes that they was hard in the paint when it came to the party throwing, and the lifestyle go with it. So, what's some of the craziest shit you seen throwing a party, hosting a party, or whatever at the party? What's the craziest shit you done
Man,
seen?
you done seen all type of stuff, man. You done seen people coming to the joint naked. I mean, trench coats. You have people coming to the hotels.
Yeah.
I mean, you got a lot of groupies.
Okay.
You know, even you got like your local celebrities who might have a big name locally in town, and the girls, they just want to get in the clubs for free.
Yeah.
You know, you got people who do the craziest stuff to not pay $10. you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's wild.
like you did all that not to pay $10 to get in, like
for $20.
Know what I mean? Like, I know I'm good. Nah, text him, I'm good. But I've seen my man. I ain't gonna say his name. But I remember it was a model that was real big at the time. I'll never forget this, man. And she did all type of stuff for him. You know what I'm saying? And he made her stand out in the rain, mad long.
Wow.
Like, it's just like, man, I ain't messing with her this week. But I'm just looking like, yo, I went and got out of line. Like,
You know what?
Like that.
That's a good one too. Now, when it comes to, I've been saying that's the fad, the new wave right now. Like how you were doing the reality. Now you got the models and this and that. All these little Instagram girls hosting parties, getting money.
TV shows.
You working with a few of those. You've been booking.
We did quite a few with some of the Bad Girls.
Bad Girls
Clubs. Quite a few.
There was one here. There was one. I forgot her name. Little black chick.
I know you talking about. I can't remember her name, but
I remember her.
Judy Jai. It was quite a few of them because my very first cover was the Bad Girls cover. That's when we first came out. It was like 4 of them on the cover, and but like you got like the Westbrooks. They got their own TV show.
Yeah. Off what though?
Instagram.
That's
being popular on Instagram. Like,
that's crazy.
Let me tell you, like, it's people making money off that.
Now, how popular or how useful is social media for a guy like you? How useful is it really?
It's real useful.
Yeah.
You can get right at people, you know, so I could DM whoever or whatever. And
So
then with me having what I have, 9 times out of 10 they'll respond. You know, so they know I'm not like a groupie person, whatever. They see, oh, he got all this different stuff going on. They'll respond, you know, and you'll get other people who see what you have going on and hit you up. You know, so it's definitely resourceful because I've never been to California, but I've done a lot of business in California and never been there. You know, so Texas and all that stuff, they'll reach out, hey, I see what you got going on. And it's independent artists everywhere. I tell people it's not a lot of Kevin Glovers everywhere.
Right.
You know, so when they see you doing something positive and you helping build a market, you know, in Virginia, they trying to get me doing an award show out there. You know, hey, why don't you come and bring the award show out here? But I'm about to do a Konnected Magazine Awards where I travel every year with the awards, so kind of like how the Source Awards did.
Now, how can artists get in? They got to go through Konnected Magazine to get to the tour?
Yeah.
Okay. And when does that tour kick off again?
We normally do it in August, but I'm going to do it this summer. So we're looking at June to do it this year. 'Cause like I said, we're going to do an award show in Atlanta in September.
Okay. Atlanta don't have their own little...
They have an award show, whatever, but the way I do it is going to be a little different. Like I said, it's going to be the magazine awards.
Oh, I got you.
So it's not going to be specifically for that, but we'll honor people down there in Atlanta.
dope.
Because if I have 1,000 people wanting to perform for the Queen City Awards, 300-400 ain't nowhere near in Carolina.
Exactly.
You know, so I do a lot of business with people outside, so it's a way to be able to get them on a big stage as well.
Okay.
Once again, it's Kevin Glover, man. Just want to let you know, make sure you come out March 5th to come out and support the Queen City Awards, man. This is for the city, for the area. If you do entertainment or you just love entertainment, make sure you're at the Carol Hefner Center, 610 East 7th Street. And this is way bigger than just my show for the Konnected. This is for the whole community to bring us together and have something that we call our own. Just like major cities, we need to come together, help support each other, and have some unity, you know, and that's what's stopping us right now. It's not anybody else, it's not the white man, it's not the government, it's not nothing. It's us not coming together and being able to show unity like every other nationality, every other city, and every other market. Celebrities, come back and lend a helping hand. You know, don't just leave the people out here to drown if you can help out. Like I say, my name is Kevin Glover. Check us out on the Konnected.net with the K or QueenCityAwards.com. Let's show some unity, man. Let's do what they say we can't do, and that's unify.